Hey, what's good? So I want to do this short main reviews for Yasuke, episode one, Ronin. Um, the show started off not exactly how I expected to, cause I did not expect mechs, I did not expect any magic. I just expected, samurai, ancient times, all that good stuff. But yeah, it kind of took me by surprise, honestly. Episode started off with the war, mechs, magic, two sides fighting each other. A lot of CGI though, not gonna lie. I mean, it's expected when you have like a war and there's a lot of people, so there's expected to use like CGI to save on a budget. And I was pretty much confused. I was so confused on what was going on, but hey, I stuck with it. Then we see moving on to Yasuke talking to his lord, and he ended up killing himself, and then Yasuke landed the final blow. Then we skipped over to a later time period. He's apparently a boatman right now, and you just see him walking around in this little tavern, and people drinking, enjoying themselves, and this random kid, what his name is, Ichiro. Yeah, Ichiro comes down, tries, what kids do, annoy you. He comes down with this wooden blade that Yasuke apparently made for him and tries, sneak attack. He gets punched in the face, which I found hilarious. And apparently he wants to be a samurai, so we skipped on over. Now we see these two random people in the woods where Ichiro was playing around with, and basically these guys just killed a guard. We don't know who they are yet, so probably gonna find out later on. Then Ichiro, goes over to see his friend Saki. Apparently she's sick with the illness, but she has some kind of magic power because she broke his wooden sword. And we don't know why she has that power or why she'll do that, but she's sick, and her mother wants to take her to like a doctor, but it's far away. So her and Ichiro ask Yasuke. So initially Yasuke says, nah, not my duty, there's a doctor here. And apparently there's a flashback afterwards of him meeting Nobunaga. And before that he said, I forgot what her name was, but she apparently a high-ranking woman, which is rare in Japan. And he saved her little brother, so he went from basically a servant, a slave, to a swordsman just because he saved the little brother. But Nobunaga took interest in him, and he wants him as a swordsman or as his own servant. So they began to start washing him, which I found hilarious because they found out that his skin isn't actually dirt. It's literally just a skin. They were like, what is this? It's not dirt, it's skin. And they were like, did you mark you? Like, did you mark yourself? And he was like, no, I was just born this way. Which I found that scene so, it's always so funny when I watch stuff like this, because they never seen a black person before and they're so amazed by it. And he asked him what his name was, and obviously his real name, I forgot what his real name was. I'm not even gonna pronounce it because I'm gonna butcher it, but Nobunaga couldn't pronounce his name either, so he gave him a new name, which is now Yasuke. And so we skip through that and go back to the modern time, and we see like this big woman in her tavern. She got like these furry ears looking like cat ears, and she's looking for the little girl, but the guy working there didn't know who was she was referring to, talking about there's a bunch of girls and children there. Then all of a sudden she just took this random man, for some funsies, which I'm pretty sure she probably killed him or tried to get the information out of him. Later on, well, the mother and Saki were about to leave to head for the doctor on their own, but Yasuke showed up at the door and was like, "I'm gonna take y'all." Then they traveled by boat, all that, and they were stopped by the group, which was including that big woman with the ears, and they apparently want the girl for some odd reason. So Yasuke fought back with a pitchfork. Like, he really fought back with a pitchfork with like a rope tied behind it. He was holding his own for a while, but you know, it was like, I want to say 4 or 5 against 1, and he was getting outclassed until the mother came in. Ichika came in and, you know, tried to help him out, but the mech shot out a whole laser, taking her arm off, and I'm like, wow. Things turned left real quick, and then the little girl yells out talking about "leave us alone," and this power just explodes, knocking back everyone in the area, and the episode ends with Yasuke drowning into the water. And that was episode 1, Ronin. I am getting like Afro Samurai vibes, because you know how Afro Samurai was, with, you know, a mix of mech and futuristic with old times. I'm getting the same feeling with the show. I'm loving the animation, for the choreography. Obviously, Studio Mappa, they've done a great job. They've done Attack on Titan, they've done Jujutsu Kaisen, they've done all of that. So I'm not surprised that, you know, the fight scenes are pretty good. The soundtrack, oh, I'm not surprised with the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack for this show. It is good. The story, it's interesting so far. It's interesting. It has my attention, so I'm not gonna complain about it too much. But overall, I want to see where this series goes. I wonder how they're gonna end this story. Is it gonna be one season, or is it gonna be multiple seasons? I'm gonna have to see and wait until we get to the last episode, which is only 6 episodes. I'm like, why they give us the short amount of episodes? Because it's the same way with Afro Samurai. They had like 5 or 6 episodes and movies. Like, y'all couldn't give us, you know, 24 episodes, at least 12 episodes. Come on, like the original length of an anime series is like 12, 13 episodes, sometimes 24. But I guess we'll take it for now. So that was my episode 1 review, my first impression of the show. I'm enjoying it, so y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna continue uploading these every day, hopefully, if I don't slack off. But y'all stay tuned and tell me y'all what y'all think about the first episode. Do y'all like it? What y'all think so far? Is it good? Is it meeting up to your expectations? Did y'all expect this? And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later.